if it wasn't for Rosa Parks, who submitted herself to have the courage in spite of the fear, Dr. King wouldn't have had the courage to step in his fear. So courage has to be the key. The courage of a people to say 100 years after the Emancipation of Proclamation, we are still 3/5 of a man, we're still living in segregated South, we're still facing police brutality, we're still facing whites only, we are still facing segregation, we are still facing laws that says that I'm nothing more than a boy and a gal. Well, over 100 years, you are still a boy. You are still a Negro. You are still a nigger. For 100 years of constantly hearing that psychological abuse, hearing that spiritual abuse that's beating out of you the very God nature in you. But the courage of a 26-year-old man to say somehow God says I'm not supposed to be in the pulpit. God says I need a man of courage to take my gospel, to take my scriptures, to take this Bible and root it in the most fundamental thing that binds us together is love. And the love that Dr. King had to come into, and the love that our Christ talks about, is not this soft, cheesy, mushy love that you hear on songs. Baby, I love you. My sweetie pie. That's not that kind of love. It's that kind of love that says whatever you feel, I feel. Your pain is my pain. Your suffering is my suffering. What God wants for you, He wants for me also. How do we govern a world that God gives us? That kind of love against that kind of fear.